Ladies and gentlemen, all right, this is the Remnant One, and it's been a while since I've done one of these videos, about 3-4 weeks, but so I'm going to go on and get into it, okay? So this is going to be a 10-part segment on the current state of America, okay, sign of the times, and also the for-profits, okay, as you approach the end of the Old Testament. All right. So we're well into this year of 2020. Okay. This is August 4th, actually, when, or at the time this video is being done right now. Okay. And we're 3 months from the election. Okay. We're about actually about 5 months into the this COVID shutdown. It'll be 5 months pretty soon, and right now there's a lot of, let's say, challenges America is facing now. Okay, as signs of these potential end times. I don't think that we're in the end times yet, but I believe that we're at the cusp of it. Okay, or we are being prepared for it. Okay, but some of the issues that we are experiencing right now, okay, is number one, cases. Okay, cases of the COVID virus. I think by now there's enough people, okay, have been affected by this virus. It's either yourself or probably somebody that you know, and somebody that probably even died from it. Okay. The cases are not terribly high, but they're high enough. And right now, America, that's if you live here in the United States, is the highest country of cases. Okay, right now, many of the other countries throughout the world are not welcoming us now because the cases here are just too high. Okay. They're afraid that we'll affect them even if you are an American citizen and symptomatic. Okay, but just looking at this chart here, according to Google here, okay, that worldwide we have about 20 million cases. Okay, and majority of those cases are right here in the Americas. All right. Speaking of which, the United States here, I'm going to make this into blue here. Okay, is confirmed about 4.83 million cases. Okay, probably in the next 2 days or the next day, this will be 5 million cases. Now, I live in the state of Nevada, which is a little bit over 3 million people, and we have 52,000 cases. Now, probably before June, the cases were fairly low, probably about maybe 6,000 to 7,000 cases. But when they started opening up tourism and the casinos and so forth, you see just in 2 short months, you see it jumped to pretty much about 45,000 cases, okay, very rapidly. In fact, they consider Nevada as the red zone right now because they have more than the average amount of cases per 100,000. I believe that we're about 185 cases per 100,000, whereas most states are about 119 cases per 100,000. Okay. We've had a dramatic shift in cases on where they're at in America, and I have my cursor right here, okay, as you can see, and I'm going to point the cursors of where the states are the most people are most affected now: California, Arizona, Texas, Louisiana, and Florida. Okay, Florida cases is off the chain right now. Okay, I'm going to get a video where I can do this by state, but yes, Florida has a lot of cases here. Let me see here. It's really, really bad in Florida. Okay, in the state of Florida, as you can see, it's 497,000 cases. Okay, at one time, New York was the highest cases, but with many New Yorkers or people from Pennsylvania, Jersey now, okay, that's going down to the South, okay, for vacation, all right, then this pretty much spread rampant down there, okay. But as you can see, you have 497,000 cases and 7,000 deaths here, okay. And just in Miami-Dade itself, it's 125,000 cases there, okay. So yes, you have to be very, very careful when you go down to Florida. And also, Florida has probably about 18 million people as well. Okay, it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but it is a lot. Okay, one of the other factors that we have in America right now. Okay, and I've read this article a while back ago. Is these pandemic payments, money? Okay, people are out of work. All right, now I'll get to that here in a second, although it's close to $50 million. Okay, but there's been some issues with this unemployment and this pandemic assistance. Okay, now for many people, I want to say majority of the people, okay, are in good faith with this money. It's $600 a week on top of your unemployment, okay, and that could vary anywhere between $400 to $800 a month or even more, just depending on the size of your family and the state that you live in, okay. But many people embrace this pandemic assistance to a point to where they embrace the dollar, okay, and that's basically like idolatry, okay. But people are frantic over this. You have high domestic violence rates right now. You have high divorce rates right now. Okay, there's people that's killing each other over this money. It's a lot of crazy stuff. Okay, like I saw an article on YouTube where there was a lady out here that drove into a generator. Okay, at an office building. All right, because it's just uncertainty. But I believe that people are not putting the Most High first. Now, that's true. Faith without works is dead. Okay, but some of this stuff is just have no control over because the government, a lot of this stuff is government design. Okay, and they ordered many of the people to stay home. Okay, the kids, not to go back to school. Okay. That's an issue we have. Another issue that we have is the few what we call frontline workers. That's nurses, that's doctors, police officers, many people that work at your local grocery stores and fast food and restaurant chains. Anything that has to do with service, Amazon workers, okay? Those guys are getting pushed over the edge, okay? Also, people that process food, your food process workers, okay, that you have tens of thousands of those people that are being affected by COVID, and they still have to work, okay, by executive order. Many of these people are sick and they have to work. And if they do try to take time off, they're going to get fired. Okay, so you have a lot of those people that are stressed out, although they are doing a fairly decent job doing that, okay? And let's see here. I just had the article here. You have, according to New York Times here, an avalanche of evictions. Okay, worldwide there's about nationwide there's about 18 million people, okay, that are facing evictions right now, and in Nevada there's about 300,000. But this is due to people just not working, and they're not making enough from their unemployment and PUA. Okay, now many of them are able to make ends meet if they are sacrificing and all that, but you have many of them has taken that money, and didn't do what they're supposed to do with it. You have some that hadn't paid any rent probably like in 3 months. Okay, and actually many of the states that they can prepare evictions right now, okay, if they don't, or if they can't find a way to work out, or this is the tenant, okay, or if you're a homeowner, okay, to find a way to work out a deal with either the bank or the property owner, that they can start putting people out as of September 1st in many states. Okay, so this is the state that we are in, and I know that there's many people that's mean well, but you have a lot of people, okay, have not done the right thing. You have people that's when you do have the assistance, they have not used their time and their money wisely, okay, or to go through the proper adjustments, or just rely too much on this wicked government, okay? And this government does not have the best interests of the people, okay? Maybe to find a way to make the proper adjustments, but also, okay, putting the Most High first. The Most High over money or your job. Those things are idolatry, and they do not last, okay, if that's what you embrace. Again, as I said earlier, this is the cusp of the end times, okay? It's thought that we're supposed to have the New World Order in full effect by 2030, okay? And we're going through, actually, these signs actually are good, because maybe it gives people a chance to, all right, that maybe to shed off the old ways of thinking and so forth, and get closer to the Most High. And I know for a lot of people, it had worked, or it's been working, but we still have a lot of work. Okay, we still have a lot of work with our homeless. There's still a lot of work with people that's never been through this before. Okay, that just more to life than just, having a job and so forth. And that's what we're going to talk about today. That's what the article about, where workers were pushed to the brink. Okay, and that's on the Washington Post. Okay, so this is according to Christianity. Who are the four main prophets? Okay, you have minor and major prophets. Okay, but we're going to talk about the major prophets today. Okay, so real quick, God has sent appointed messages throughout the history and warned the God about his people. Okay, so they start with Moses, and there's other prophets like they say in Deuteronomy, okay, and a few others. All right, but your four major prophets, okay, in this article are Isaiah, Jeremiah, which wrote the book. He wrote the book of Lamentations himself. Ezekiel and Daniel, okay, and they warned Israel over a period of time what would happen if Israel did not change their ways or they embraced idolatry, okay, and the things or the subjects that they preached that would happen or could happen, it did happen, okay, and this is what this series is going to be about. So I'm going to start with the first prophet, Isaiah. Okay, there's a lot of stuff to cover. Okay, so when you get a minute, okay, go on and flick on to Isaiah parts 1 and 2. And thanks for listening.